Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. George Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I'm looking at is the UFO Winter Blonde. This is a winter release. It is a seasonal Hefeweizen and wintry delight, a blonde vanilla coffee ale. So UFO is part of Harpoon, which is out of Boston, Massachusetts, and Windsor, Vermont. It is an employee-owned brewery. This beer is 4.9% alcohol by volume. I'm not sure what the IBUs are, but I would imagine they'd be pretty low with this style. Never had it before, so I'm excited to try it. See what we're working with here. UFO actually stands for Unfiltered Offerings. Something I learned about recently. I did not know that. So poured with a very generous head, about a 3.5 finger, relatively creamy looking white head. The appearance is hazy golden. It's a nice hazy golden color. Lots of streaming bubbles going up the side of the glass there. No sediment, but there are some dust-like particles kind of floating around in the glass, which you tend to get with unfiltered beers. So the aroma, picking up on that coffee, a little bit of the vanilla. But it's not really a very pungent smell. It's very light. I was thinking maybe it'd be very strong with the coffee notes, but it's just kind of in the background. Maybe a little bit of a breadiness on the aroma. Really not a very strong aroma. I mean, there is a little bit of coffee, a little bit of vanilla, a little breadiness, but it's all very muted. It's very just, in the background. Clean water, I guess, I'm smelling. It smells very clean, but it's a very light aroma, really not picking up on too much. So, without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers, guys. Very light-bodied as well. You're getting the coffee, you're getting the vanilla. There's a nice breadiness with this one in the middle of the sip. It almost tastes like wheat bread in the middle of the sip, which they might use wheat. Well, yeah, Hefeweizen, probably, I'm sure it has wheat in it as the malt. So very bready in the middle. That coffee is there, but it's in the background. It's not very prevalent with this one. The vanilla is actually coming through a little bit more than the coffee. Very light bodied, super drinkable. 4.9%. You could session this bad boy all day. This is a great beer from UFO. The coffee's not too strong. The bready notes are coming through nicely in the middle. It's very well balanced. It's not bitter at all, but it's not super sweet either. It's perfectly balanced. I guess a little bit of astringency from the coffee on the finish, which, by the way, is crisp, clean, refreshing, relatively dry. The body is light, like I said. The carbonation with this one is actually on the medium side. Look at the nice little head retention there. The head is sticking around quite nicely. Some lacing going around the glass there as well, a little bit of lacing, but the head retention is very nice with this. Not a ton of flavor, but the flavor that is there is very enjoyable. I think they did exactly what they were going for with this beer, or achieved what they were trying to achieve with this, which is a light, refreshing, easy drinking, sessionable brew. It is a blonde ale after all, so you're looking at a lighter style to begin with. With the coffee that they added, it's not too much. It doesn't override the palate. So I'm going to give this a 92 out of 100. It's in the A range. It is an A minus for me just because I would have liked a little bit more flavor. But this is a great light beer alternative to your standard Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, stuff like that. It's got a lot more flavor than those beers, and it's different with the coffee, the vanilla, the wheat in here makes for a nice wheat bread, bready note in the middle. So you definitely know you're drinking a good old beer when you get those nice bready notes like that. Very, very enjoyable. So 92 out of 100 for the UFO Winter Blonde. This is a limited release, so if you can find it, I highly recommend checking it out. I think it's well worth it. I bought a single and a pick your own 6-pack variety pack at Kroger for $9.99, but I think the 6-packs are normally $9.99 for the UFO seasonal. So anyway, 92 out of 100. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a great day, and until next time, everybody, cheers.